Hey everybody, it's the Nitro Racer 444. Just wanted to post an update on my Madwarrior Truggy. I haven't did a video in a long time. It's probably been about 8 or 9 months. Last time I did a video was around October, yeah. But I got a bunch of upgrades, and you definitely probably want to get upgrades for this kit because, first of all, that motor, the stock motor, the Go 21, comes on a B21 block. It's a piece of shit. Definite piece of shit. I stripped the crankcase, and so I was only running on 3 cooling head screws, and I had a bad air leak, and I couldn't find screws for it. Nobody had a screw for it. I went to my hardware store. I checked out every hobby shop. Nobody had a screw for it. There's a bitch to find parts for. So I just bought a new motor for $50 from my friend, and a new servo because my servo broke the gears. I don't know. I'm gonna have to re-gear it and all that. It's right here, and then I'm gonna have to resolder the cable back onto the bottom here because I accidentally snapped that, but that's alright. I can resolder it. And I got some 16mm big bore racing shocks. Those definitely, you want to get those plastic body shocks that come with the stock one. This is the beginner edition, and the stock ones that come with it are just junk. I exploded like 2 of them, bent the shafts and all that. And I got something to protect that exhaust because I just want to keep it nice until I get enough money to buy a new exhaust. I'm going to get a JP3 or JP4, just depends on which one is more fuel efficient. And because I already know I'm going to be having shorter run times now that I got that SHP3 M28 in there. By the way, it's an SH engine. It's a .28. It has 3 ports. It's not really a racing engine. It's just a bashing engine, but I could race with this kit probably. I plan on racing this summer, so I got, let's see here, I'm trying to think of what else I got new on this. I got a 2.4 gigahertz Fly Sky from Nitro RCX. I only just paid $25 for it, so I just bought that. Paid $25. That's a really cheap radio system. It does the job. Instead of spending $150 on a Spectrum or a Futaba and having to worry about it. If I drop it, I could just say, oh, I only spent $25. Instead of dropping my Spectrum, breaking it, I have to buy a whole new one that I spent $150 on. That's just unbelievable to spend that much on it. And another thing that you gotta look forward to getting to is getting these right here. I'm gonna get metal aluminum sways on there and a front top plate. I'm gonna get a metal one, and then there's a sway bar up in there that I snapped that holds the A-arms on both left and right side more steadily. See how my wheel is all moving? I snapped that one time. I just hit a jump, landed on the right side, just a bad land, you know, and it just snapped it. But it still, it doesn't affect how it runs. It's just more breakable, I guess. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know, it just doesn't really affect it. So yeah, and I plan on getting some Pro Line tires for this. I'm gonna put a $30 off in a clutch shoe that I've got in this. That came out of that Go 21 that I had in there before. It's still like brand new. The clutch shoe is. I have it in my bag over here. I'll have to get it out and show you sometime when I get the motor rebuilt and all that, because I'm gonna probably put a new flywheel on there, a new clutch bell, a vented clutch bell, and I'm getting definitely a new pipe here soon. But before I get that, I'm getting the brother to this Madwarrior, the Madwarrior EP. It comes with a Hobby Wing 80 amp ESC and a Hobby Wing 2200 kV motor. and it comes with two 2S lipos, so 4S. I'm going to be running 4S because I think you can only handle up to 4S. I don't know. I'll try 6S, and if I burn it up, I burn it up. I can just save up and get a new system, I guess. I'll get a Mama Monster. Make it stupidly powerful. But that's what I want, so yeah. And another problem I had was with my steering knuckles. On there, that one of them, I had to put Loctite in there because it just kept coming undone. The steering knuckle was right there, that silver part, the aluminum part, that right there. And then you definitely want to get a fuel filter. See, that's what that is right there, that little red thing. And a lot of fuel line. And the engine runs a lot better when you run a lot of fuel line. Just, I don't know why engines just like it with a lot of fuel line. So I've got my fuel line starting from here. It goes up, around through there, comes down through, and into the carburetor. And then my the exhaust and fuel line, you don't have to worry about it. You just put a little piece on there. It doesn't matter. As long as it just fits, it fits. It'll run fine with that. Like right here, see? That's all it is, but all the rest of that is my fuel line, that the intake fuel line that goes into that transports fuel into the motor, into the engine. Yeah. And then I'm gonna run this. I'll get a video of this running with this motor. I would have got a video of it with the 21, but I was busy before. That's why I didn't ever post up any engine or any videos, is because I was busy moving. I had school and just a bunch of other stressful shit that was going on. And let's see here. I'm gonna have to repaint this pipe because it's flaking off and it's all scraped and all that. It's cheap spray paint. I'm gonna get some engine paint and paint it with that because that paint just bubbles up. And I'm gonna get a roto start for this engine. And I'm going to race this summer probably. And this engine runs really good on 20% nitro sidewinders. If any of you guys are wondering what it runs on, just trying to give you a little feedback. 20% nitro. I paid like $10 for this. Yeah, 12% oil, and then I don't know what the hell is in the other in it, what they put in it, but if you drink that, it can make you go blind. It's pretty messed up. And it has steel differentials and steel spur gear, and the clutch belt is obviously steel. And I think I already mentioned that the shock towers are 4mm thick. Rear and front shock towers are both 4mm thick. I'm gonna get a new wing because that one's just a cheap wing. Doesn't really got any dials in it. But I've broken the wing mount a couple of times. And that has a 3mm thick chassis plate. Durable as hell chassis plate. That chassis plate takes so much abuse. It's an awesome chassis. I love this car. It's cheap. It's a cheap price, but it's pretty durable. I mean, if you want to go off and spend $600 to $700 to $800 on a low C or a off no or an associated, you're definitely gonna get your money's worth. You're definitely gonna want to do that, but this is what I just bought and I think it competes with those. Low C's are way better, and all those other brands that I mentioned, they're way better. This isn't a bad kit. Alright, well, thank you for watching my video and have a good day.